Well, Coach, you've had a couple days to reflect on the weekend. What did you see that you liked or didn't like from the two games?
Well, there's a lot of good things. I thought we did for sure. I thought our guys work hard. I think we compete hard. I think we compete the smartest at times. I think we can be a little bit more, savvy with our choices and the way we think the game right now. We're exerting a lot of energy, which we probably don't have to do at times. So we talked a lot about our controlled skating and being in the right position, being underneath piles and pucks and not blowing the zone and flybys we call it. But for the most part, it's still a process. It's still teaching, and we've worked on that a lot today. And definitely an area of the game we got to continue to work on. And we got Youngstown this weekend that's got really good skill and high end skill. That if we don't have five in the picture, they can score goals quickly on you. So it's importance to us.
Yeah, you're heading out to Youngstown again. You've already played them a couple times. What
Yeah.
do you expect for this weekend?
Oh, tough games. For sure. It's kind of nice we get to just kind of focus on one game, right? Like on one opponent, one team. So our mindset is kind of back to how we played last year. You play the same opponent back to back nights. It allows you to focus just on one team. So it's got to be a good road game. We got to manage the puck well. We got to limit our turnovers. We got to steal the penalty box. We're still giving up too many power plays, and again the power plays we're giving up are not. I would say hard-nosed, hard-working ones. They're kind of careless ones that I don't think they're doing it on purpose, the guys, but just definitely an area that we can't keep giving. I think we gave a 5-on-3 this weekend again, and sooner or later that's going to bite us there. So we got to be a little smarter.
You've got another Saturday afternoon game, but at least this time you're not doing an overnight 8-hour bus ride.
Yeah.
Tell me what it's like at least to be able to stay there overnight and have two in a row.
Yeah, definitely. The players will have some legs there. We have a few of them taking the SAT or ACT Saturday morning, so they'll get done right around 1 o'clock. So I don't know how we're going to manage that. So they got to be up about 6:30, 7 o'clock on Saturday morning because that, again, at the end of the day, that's the important part. They got to pass clearinghouse and get to college, and so we'll make sure we accommodate them and get the bus over to the high school for them to take the test and whatnot. But it will be nice that the guys can sleep in a little bit, get some rest, and we'll get up there early Thursday afternoon and be able to have a nice dinner as a group and just kind of get into a bed and like I said, that those trips are long. Even Omaha on Saturday, they kind of did what we had to do the weekend before. They played at home on Friday and bus all the way over. And I don't know if there's an easy way to do it if you have to go the night before. I don't know if going the whole way is good or stopping and breaking it up half and half. I don't think there's an exact scientific method to it. It's just you hope to get the most of your players. But I think our effort will be good this weekend, and the guys are excited to get back after it.
You kind of mentioned practice. What are the main emphases this week that you want to work on?
Special teams will be one. We need to focus more on power play a little bit right now. Today's been a lot of D zone tracking pucks. Our D and our forwards need to work together a lot better on reading the rush. We're having a hard time. We're giving up a lot of opportunities off the rush. And one thing that we're working on right now is having our forwards making sure we're in the picture, tracking from behind, closing off, and sealing any time they may have as an offensive team come in, which will allow our D now to gap up and close the gap better. So that's been kind of our theme today is doing a lot. We're working a lot on the defensive zone and a lot in the line rushes against.
For how mentally taxing, I guess for comparison for people, because they don't think that some guys, hockey is one thing for them, but you also got to focus on the test taking. So how mentally taxing is it for the guys as a comparison for somebody who doesn't play
Yeah.
hockey?
Well, it's hard. Like they got to get to bed that night, and I'm sure, the week is stressful for them because obviously the guys that are taking the test need to take the test for a reason so they can get it up and get through the clearinghouse. So you add that into the realm of worrying about playing hockey, getting your rest, working out, studying, all that stuff. It all adds up. And but at the end of the day, that's what we're here to do. We're here to move players on to college hockey and then on to pro. And most important thing right now for them is obviously hockey is a priority, but making sure they pass clearinghouse and get their education in line is the most important aspect right now.
How many guys have to take it?
I'm not really sure off the top of my head. I know one for sure, and I know there's some that try to get in at the last minute. I think some guys kind of veered off, I think, because they were a little concerned with the 3 o'clock game. Like, were they going to get there at 1:30 or what? But to us, it's all about you take it as many times as you need to and sign up, and we'll get you there. And and we'll make sure, we'll have a lunch for you at the rink, everything, and take care of you, because that's what our organization likes to do, and that's what we're all about. Is like I always say, guys, when you go to college and play college hockey, it's a two-way street. You got school and hockey, and you don't get to go there right now without your academics in line. So that's just as important as chipping a puck or scoring a goal to us right now, is making sure you get through the clearinghouse and get situated. Because once you get that, it's a big sigh of relief, right? You can just relax and play hockey now. So, but it will be taxing on some for sure.
You mentioned me on Saturday after the win that you were really impressed with the way the Galton-Jenkins lines played. I think that you had them paired with Tyler at times and with Matt Nutt at times. Tell me about what they were able to do in that game.
I think they were able to use their speed. They're a tenacious couple of players. They're guys that they're not going to blow you up with big hits, but they're also they're not going to stop work until they get the puck. And that's what those guys do. They keep their feet moving. They're hounding pucks, we call it all the time. Like, they may turn the puck over, but they're going to stop and get right back in the play and do whatever they can to re-pick the puck or pick up a stick and turn it back themselves. So they're just going. They're working hard. I think they're starting to see their game flourish a little bit in terms of what their strengths are and playing to their strengths, which is, again, chipping pucks, speed, attacking the net, tracking pucks, and it's great to have those two guys right now leading us up front, because, as I said to you guys, more guys can follow suit, on that, and they're just two players that always played in the league for a couple of years, and we needed that veteran leadership there. With
Nuttall getting his first goal and also an assist in that game, what are you seeing from his game, and is he starting to make strides?
Yeah, Nutsy there, he's got all the tools, and we play him a lot of minutes there. And he was out this past week with a little bit of the flu there after he got a flu shot. I think he might have had a little bit of reaction or something there to it, so he missed a day. But the big thing with Nuts is he just has to get consistent, like all our players. It's the offensive abilities are all there. We got to keep working on the defensive side of the puck. But another player that just competes in battles, right? Like he's a warrior. He'll block pucks. He's a type of player, that when you get on him, he gets mad. He gets angry. And he shows that he's got some jam to his game, some sandpaper to his game, we call him. A little bit, that he's not afraid to mix it up and stick up for teammates. And you saw there he scored the big goal there in the second period, 15 seconds in. He's on our power play, penalty kill, so he's doing it all right now for us. And it's been a big year. He gets a commitment, a verbal commitment earlier in the year, and makes a jump from the North American League to the USHL. And he's on a power play. There's a lot going on for him, and sometimes we forget that. The process might be too fast sometimes as well, and we got to pull back on not just him but all guys. We don't want to put ever a player in a situation where they're not going to be successful, and but he's been accepting our challenges and succeeding them so far.
Is it helping him out also to be paired with Vince Petrie, who's a USHL vet, and kind of show him the ropes here in his first year in the USHL?
Well, I'm sure like obviously Vince plays a lot of minutes for us, consistent player, and. I definitely think it probably gives you a little confidence maybe when you get to play with a guy like Vince, who's been in the league now going on year 4, I think, and just won it all and has leadership qualities and the poise and the savvy, of a D-man, and not, he takes care of his body, Vince, like he works out hard, trains hard. I talked to him yesterday, Sunday, I gave him I gave him a call, and he was at the gym with Matt Mendelson, 2 assistant captains on a day off, but they're maintaining their fitness level. And there's a player that knows how to do that. Those guys, they've been in the league. They know the travel. They know what they have to do on days off. And so I obviously for Nuts there to play on that line, it's hard to play with Vince, and I'm sure it gives him a sense of confidence and someone he can talk to.
So about a month into the season, regular season now, are you happy with where you're, as a first-year team, to be with the record you have, or are there things? Did you expect it to be this good so far, or what do you? Well,
I'm happy with our record. Obviously, anytime, be where we are now with the new team, I could think of, probably 12 other records I wouldn't want right now. Through it. I would say the last 3 games, I think we've kind of slipped a little bit in our game, and to the fans, they may not see it as much as coaches that critique it and watch it closely, and I think we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves on thinking offense, and we're causing us to have a lot of turnovers and a lot of big grade A scoring chances that our goaltenders have been very good for us in making those saves. And You know, it's great to have both, you know, David and Logan back there, you know, stopping those pucks. But we got to do a better job. Like you saw how quick a game can change against Omaha. You know, in this league, it's, you know, they score those 2 goals 40 seconds apart, and you know, they got guys that can rip pucks and score goals pretty fast on you. And we told our guys that, you know, like it's one of those. So we just got to manage a little bit more of having what we always call 5 in the picture. You know, like when they cross, you know, into our zone on a line rush, we should have 5 back. We should have 2 trackers, centerman back, 2D back, 5 in the picture. When we get into the neutral zone, we should have 5 up in the neutral zone. When we get in the offensive zone, our D need to work to get up to the blue line. We should have 5 in the picture. If you always have 5 in the picture, you probably have a pretty good chance to win those battles. It's when you get 2 or 3, now you're outnumbered with a 4-on-3 rush or a 4-on-2, and that's when those teams can capitalize. So we got a lot of work to do still, but they're a good group. They work hard, you know, and you know, I'm very happy with them taking it in and facing some adversity. It was nice this weekend. You know, like we said, we got up 2-0, down 3-2. I like that. You know, really I don't like it, but you know, from a standpoint of learning as a young group, of facing some adversity in the game, coming back, knowing how to grind out a win, you know, I think it's only going to make us stronger the second half.